in 60 seconds.
Go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 Pennsylvania Cup State Finals here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. This late after, this early morning, really, 11 o'clock start here for this one. It's Class A, and it pits the PIHL champions, Montour Spartans, against the Flyer Cup champions, the from Westchester Rustin, Sean Saputo and Ashley Chase with you. We have the action this evening. This morning here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network as the Montour Spartans victorious in the Class A championship game against South Fayette to get to this point. However, Westchester Rustin, Ashley, this is a team that is one that understands success. These seniors on this roster are looking to become the third straight senior class to win 4 in a row as Rustin goes for state championship number 6 in a row.
Yeah, I think it's always fun to see kind of how the different sides of the state play, what different styles of hockey they're coming from, and to have that different dynamic for these two squads, and see who's going to come out on top today. It'll be a fun atmosphere, packed house here, pretty well for 11 a.m. as you mentioned. And in fairness to you, the lights were just down. It was dark a moment ago.
Bayard Rustin, state champions, dating back since 2014. The last time a PIHL representative won the state championship in Class A, you have to go all the way back to 2012 when Quaker Valley won the state championship. Bayard Rustin is one of the premier teams in the state for hockey, but Montour, no slouch in and of itself, coasted through the regular season, only one loss on the year, came to Meadville. This is a team that on the season put up 10 or more goals, a total of 9 times, and it's led by a fantastic senior forward in Richard Fralin. Yeah,
he's really been, kind of the guy who gets everything going for Montour, and to be able to have a player like that kind of run the show offensively, and Montour's been able to do obviously impressive things all year long, including finding their way to this game in dramatic fashion.
Within the regular season, Richard Freilich was the top scorer in all of the PIHL, netting 28 goals, tallying 52 assists to score 80 points. That's not including the playoffs. He has some key contributors alongside him in Michael Felsig and Ryan Eisel. 54 points for Felsig and Eisel with 48 points. And then two other players topping the 30-point mark with Ethan Diffendahl and Joseph Bickle, 33 and 30 for those two respectively. So for Montour, one of the things that is going to have to be taken care of to win this game against Rustin is they're going to have to make sure the goaltending is a key factor tonight, as during the playoffs, Montour nearly didn't even escape from the semifinal round. It took overtime versus Thomas Jefferson, a 6-5 game, just to even get to the PIHL championship.
Yeah, I think that's, part of it is you play through the grind to get to this point, and, it's how you get there when you've got guys who, as we've talked about, Freilich 80 points on the regular season, but to have all those guys alongside him to help create those opportunities to get here. Like you said, hopefully another exciting matchup between these two.
And this is a newcomer Montour team to this state championship presence, as Bayard Rustin, or Westchester Rustin, is really focused on winning state championships. It's something this teams do. 6 straight Flyer Cup championships, and now a chance for a 6th straight state championship. The last team to topple Bayard Rustin in Class A was Westchester East back in 2019. So it's been a while since the PIHL has won itself a Class A championship, and over the time since dating back to 1989 when the Class A championship began, it is only won 10 times has the PIHL. And the eastern side of the state has really been dominant in not only Class A really, but all the way around, including Class 2A, which will be coming up after this, as this is just one of 3 games that we'll have here today from Neville Island.
Yeah, and like you said, kind of having that the expected rivalry of East versus West and Pittsburgh versus Philly, and how all of that builds up from whether it's pro hockey all the way to the this high school level. And you see it down and even into youth hockey. You want to beat the team from the other side of the state. You want to be the state champion. So I think that sets up for an exciting day. Obviously, home ice a bit here for Montour could not be much closer to home for that group. So just a fun environment for them to play in a familiar building against a team that traveled across the state and is looking to defend its 5 straight titles and make it 6.
We get ready for puck drop. The time has expired on the warm-up clock, as both teams currently huddling around their cages. See Westchester Rustin in the blue uniforms, the Knights with the gold trim along the shoulders and the single line. There's the Spartans, the home team in this game, wearing the home whites, black across the shoulder with some yellow and black stripes. Numbers are in black with the yellow outline, as we are about ready for puck drop. Montour, 1 loss during the regular season. On its way to a PIHL championship. In the net for Westchester, starting goalkeeper Joel Keller, the junior. He takes his place between the pipes. And for Montour, going with Zachary O'Malley. 9-1 was his regular season record for Montour. A 3.2 goal against average during the regular season, an .864 save percentage. In the face-off circle, it's David Carney against Ryan Eisel. 17 minutes on the clock as the Pennsylvania Cup Game 1 of 3 underway. Face-off won by Montour, back to its own zone, working as Freilich dumps it down to the far side of the ice. Back defensively, Brett Turner. Turnover stolen away by Montour behind the Rustin cage. Pass in front. That one goes away, and an intercept in ahead comes Turner. Turner takes a check in the middle by Eisel. Montour back behind its own cage, 30 seconds in. Coming up the near side boards. Garagash, backhand pass to Migliozzi, and that one's stolen away, and a lead pass ahead looking for Ferraro. Goes towards the cage, and electing not to play that is O'Malley, and it's dumped all the way, looking for the near side boards. Backhand attempt, rebound, and a score! It was Nicholas Ferraro on the backhand, but coming up with it on the rebound, Matt Owens, 45 seconds in. Westchester Rustin takes the 1-0 lead.
And just terrific swarming the puck here from Rustin. You get the play, the check on the back wall, frees up that puck, and they just move it right across. Unprotected man on the far side and able to bat that home to give Rustin the early lead.
45 seconds in, the Knights take the lead and win the ensuing face-off. Pass to the middle of the zone, intercepted and dumped back down, and this one going to retreat all the way back and an icing call 9 seconds after the goal. Face-off will come to the right side, goaltender O'Malley. Ian Strashinsky in the face-off circle for Rustin. Against Felsig in the face-off won by Montour, having trouble getting it out of its own zone, and finally chipped to the blue line and stayed in. Kept alive at the blue line. Now back behind the cage. Wrap around to the far side, half wall. Tap to the blue line. Pass back down to the half wall. Pass in front, redirect. That one blocked away by Montour defensively.
Time to the goal, 16-15 of the first period. Owens.
The only assist goes to Ferraro on the goal. That was Owens's. Montour off the back glass from behind its own cage and into the mesh. Stoppage of play at 15:29 remaining here first period. And full sail change for both teams. David Carney take the face off for the Knights. Stepping in is Eisel for Montour. On the left wing circle in the Montour defensive zone. Back behind the cage. Wraparound attempt intercepted. Coming with it is Dustin Garagash. Pass ahead all the way to the far side of the ice. Cross ice pass for Eisel is chipped away defensively by Brett Turner and chipped into the neutral zone. Intercept by Turner. Turner enters the far side of the ice along the far boards. Backhand pass for the slot is intercepted and poked away by Montour, but great defensive play by the Knights. Chips it all the way back and stopped at the blue line, where chipping it ahead is Ethan Diffendahl. Pass towards the red line, intercepted, and here's Freilich along the near side of the ice. Loses it, uses his body to repossess, throws a shot. That one just goes through the crease wide to the far side. To Phillip, he can't possess the puck, finally gets it down behind the cage. Intercept along the boards for Montour by Migliozzi, and now a chip towards the middle slot and an intercept by the Knights, and here they come on a 2-on-2. Wrist shot from atop the left, from the right wing circle goes high and wide and back down. Back behind the cage, wrapping around Straczynski. Back to the point. Holding it at the point is Finley, and Finley drops it back down behind the cage where Rustin stops at the half wall. Pinned against the boards by Diffendahl defensively. Managing to eke his way out is Lucas Christie. Battle between Diffendahl and Christie throwing some stiff checks. And nothing called, and near steal by Bickle in the neutral ice. But again, that allows Rustin to rotate into the zone. Onside play, 13:50, taken by Montour defensively and chipped out momentarily. Delayed offsides called, and that allows Rustin to go for a change. Errant pass by Diffendahl, intercepted. Bringing it in is Carney. Carney's shot deflected by a stick, and it goes wide to the near side. Dumped all the way down by Montour, and an icing call with 13:30 left in this first period. It is 1-0 Westchester Rustin on the goal by Matt Owens.
Nice job, I think, since that opening goal by Montour, kind of settling in and working to move that puck, get into the offensive zone. And obviously Rustin's had a bit more zone time since that goal as well, but I think just a good job of kind of bouncing back and not giving that up too early.
Faceoff was won by Rustin, and a pass to the low slot to Matt Owens looking for his second was deflected out of play, and he had himself an open cage, if not for the defensive play.
A quick play off the face-off and pops back out, and you can't lose that guy who's kind of back in behind that play because that's exactly what he's there for.
Montour wins the defensive zone draw, but coming up for a quick intercept for Rustin is Ferraro. Puck goes to the far side of the ice. Montour still cannot chip it out of its own zone and finally does. Dumped in by Owens to the near side boards, settling and chipping it off the wall is Montour. There's Garagash chipping it ahead, and now another intercept by Owens. Owens held up by Garagash on the near side of the ice. Pass deflected in the neutral zone. Back icing will be waived, and that allows Montour to change. Goes back to the neutral zone where Garagash has it. Garagash enters the zone. Skates towards the middle slot. He's knocked off the puck. Throws a shot, and that one is deflected away by Keller. Back behind the Rustin cage. Taken away and spun around. Straczynski on the play. And great job on the back check by Straczynski. Kept it at the blue line. DePhilip lost it momentarily and has to dump it back in. And Montour retreats back. Freilich comes up to play pressure for Montour into the neutral ice. Garagash pinches ahead. But DePhilip there to backhand it along the near sideboards. Puck takes an awkward lie, and it goes back to the neutral zone on a tip-in by Migliozzi. Thrown back off the near side glass. Freilich with a cross-ice pass. Unable to hold it is Migliozzi, but Migliozzi steps up defensively and near offsides, delayed, and Freilich taps for the offsides call, and this is going to move the face-off all the way down into the Montour zone, as that was a poorly timed play by Freilich, as the offsides was well called, and he still makes the play, which allows it to drop all the way in the defensive zone.
So Montour here will have to kind of set up, and you can see they're giving some respect to that back player now as they put Freilich back on the backside of that face-off.
Michael blocks the shot with the thigh. Now 2-on-1 attempt. Migliozzi caught the right wing circle, and a quick wrister is easily gloved by Joel Keller, and a face-off will come to his left shoulder.
Well, and that's one where, Migliozzi needs to be able to see, because that coming down the left side is Freilich. He was so far out ahead that he had to pull up and wait at the blue line, but he was all alone with nobody from Rustin skating alongside him until much closer to the cage, so could have been an opportunity there to look backside and see if they can even this game up.
Face-off won by Rustin in the defensive zone, but Bickle came across to intercept. And now an errant pass to the middle slot. Shot by Muha is blocked and back behind the cage. Pinned along the boards, and scrum continues, but Rustin coming free with the puck. It's Kavanaugh dumping it ahead. Goes all the way back. Diffendahl retreats, and an icing call at 11:20 left first period. Score still 1-0 on the Owens goal, 45 seconds into this period.
I think Montour's pace has picked up offensively, at least in the last, really 2 minutes or so. Able to kind of work that puck in and create some more offensive chances.
And the face-off kicked ahead, and a beautiful move by Rustin's Ferraro. Ferraro, he's played off the puck and pinned to the boards. Looking for a between-the-legs pass behind the cage. Great defense by Kasperson of Montour, going down on the play. And pass in front in the low slot, intercepted, and Montour begins a rush 3-on-2. Going to the far side of the ice is Eisel. Eisel throws one, and that one comes to the near side, Freilich. Freilich with a back pass to Kasperson on the blue line. Freilich taps it behind, intercepted by Rustin. Chips it off the near side boards and into the neutral ice. It drops back down. Garagash retreats, and no icing called. Wade on at 10:38 left first period. 1-0 Knights. Off the boards to clear it out of play, and Rustin there to play. Drop pass to the left wing coming up. Backhander, saucer, shot, and a score! Laying right on the right post in front of the crease for Rustin. Waiting for that one to come to him was Tommy Finley, and it is 2-0 in the assist to Ferraro. That's going to be his second assist.
O'Malley did, see him over there, sized him up, and sometimes you've got to take your best guess. As he sits parked on that bat side, just that little bit of a hesitation before firing that shot was enough to just pull O'Malley's reaction, unable to go high and use the glove to snag that puck away.
Backhand pass intercepted. Montour looking to bring it ahead, knocked off the puck. Chipped off the near side boards. And losing an edge is Muha. This will allow 2-on-1. Slapper! And that one just goes wide to the far side post. Diffendahl goes back behind his own cage. Diffendahl knocked off the puck. Another chance on a 2-on-1. Backhand to forehand and just losing it off his own stick was Straczynski. And now back in front, and that one caroms to the far side of the boards and dumped out. And now we have a call. And this one is a cross check at 9:41 of period number 1. The score is 2-0. And now a chance for Montour with a power play.
Yeah, Christie complaining that his own hand was hacked, but he absolutely delivered that cross check right there in the crease in front of O'Malley after not being able to put that puck in the net. Saw a defender waiting there and decided he wanted to clear him out.
Some jousting on the right wing of the face-off circle.
Remind you that these games will be available to purchase on our website, tribhssn.triblive.com, after the broadcast. There'll be a buy button that'll come up by the broadcast link, and you can own this game yourself.
Entering the zone, Montour going back to the near side wing. Freilich on the half wall to the point to Diffendahl. Diffendahl back to Freilich on the near side boards. Drops it back to the half wall. Spinning around is Felsig. Felsig throws it to the point. Diffendahl shot, and that one blockered away by Keller to the boards. Around the point and dishing around Garagash. Garagash, Diffendahl. Diffendahl cross ice pass to Eisel. Eisel pass across to Felsig, and he couldn't corral the puck. Diffendahl will throw it off the boards to Eisel. It was great tic-tac-toe passing by Montour. Now a cross ice pass, slap shot. That one fanning on it was Felsig. Garagash gets it, backhands it, using the pillow to save it is Keller, laying in the crease. Puck's still there. Felsig gets it on the backhand. He just missed over the crossbar. Puck comes out to the neutral ice as the horn blows. It was no goal. Felsig, the fans thought it went in. It went high over the crossbar. Diffendahl, the music's still playing here at Neville Island. They finally get that taken care of as Turner has it behind, and he takes a stiff check on the near side boards. All the way down, dumping that is Rustin on the power play. 8:25 left in the period, 45 seconds left on the cross-checking minor. Two-line pass to Garagash. Garagash, he enters and is quickly taken off the puck on an intercept by Straczynski and dumped back down with 29 seconds left on the power play. Fans from Montour thought it had itself a power play goal as Rustin dumps it back down with 15 seconds left on the power play. Diffendahl sauces a pass ahead to Freilich. However, the puck went over the crossbar by Felsig. Bickle, drop pass, looking for a shot. That one saved with the shoulder into the near side half wall. Getting knocked off the puck is Freilich. And now an opportunity on a rush for Rustin with Page. Page one-on-one. Went for the toe drag and a great defensive play by DePhillip. Back to the neutral ice. Hard check by Straczynski. And now coming up as the power play has come to a close. Dropped all the way back down, no ice. Jack Page for the Knights. Behind his own net at 7:20 left first period. Throws it to the near far side. Now a near side pass, and offsides called. As entering the zone was Lucas Christie, and offsides party it was John Harkins.
When we take a look at the play here in front of the Knights net, where Montour had thought it'd come away with the power play goal, here Felsig drags this puck away, flips that backhand, and just goes high over the crossbar. So great work by our fantastic camera crew to capture the angles of that one.
Entering the zones, Rustin keeping it in on a fantastic chip at the line by Evan Yori. Dump back down. Montour throws it off the boards. It goes off the ref's skate, and that will take away what would have been an icing. And back to the neutral ice, Yori in his own zone. Cross ice pass to the far side to Finley. Dump down and icing called. 6:47 left in the period. 2-0. Knights leading.
Well, certainly Montour did a good job of generating some opportunities during that power play. Obviously unable to cash in on the oh-so-close opportunity from Felsing with that backhand, but I think just getting to the net there was smart play by Montour. They had some real good passing sequences and fanned on a couple opportunities before that, but I think at least setup-wise, that power play situation worked for Montour, just unable to cash in.
Backhander off the face-off by the Knights goes into the mesh. Redo the face-off to the right wing circle. Freilich chips it back behind the cage to Eisel. Eisel throws it back to Freilich. Freilich on the near side of the ice now, looking to go to the point. Chipped out and dumped back down by Diffendahl into the mesh, and a stoppage with 6:28 left first period. 2-0 your score. The Knights leading the Spartans here in this Pennsylvania Cup Class A championship. And I'm Sean Sputo alongside Ashley Chase, and a special thank you to Kate Dessert, Chelsea Roundtree running our cameras, Kylie Owalk taking care of your scoreboard for you, and Jess Levo, our producer for this one. Freilich takes the draw, dumps it, looking for a shot, blocked in front, goes for a backhand. Bickle was knocked down. Freilich keeps it to the point. Soft one-timer was deflected down easily by the Knights, and now beginning its wheel ahead. Finley goes, and he's pinned along the near side boards. Intercept and throwing the puck off the near side of the ice. Diffendahl now with it. Diffendahl going cross ice. Getting a stick on it was the Knights. And Eisel using his hand to bat that one down. Eisel goes behind the cage. One-time look in front. Muha unable to get to the puck. Goes back behind the cage and comes to the near side of the ice. Diffendahl from defense will begin to chip. And now ahead comes Rustin. Great play using the skate. Knocked off the puck. And Migliozzi on that play. Chipped up by Montour to the neutral zone. Holding serve for Rustin is Daniel Turner. Pass ahead again into the Montour zone. Thrown up into the neutral ice. Rustin throws it ahead. Shot. And that one from atop the left wing circle by the captain, Matt Owens, is easily saved. And a little stiff shot thrown at the top of the crease by Montour defensively. And that was Ethan Diffendahl taking exception to Owens continuing to creep towards his keeper.
I think for all the opportunities Rustin has had, whether it's been on breakaways, odd man rushes, things that have been able to move them up the ice quickly, I think player to player, that's been defended well by Montour. Certainly more dangerous opportunities that you don't want to give up if you're Montour. I think Rustin's done a nice job of creating those offensive opportunities by moving that puck in transition.
Another chance, but a great job defensively by Montour to get back in a full sail. All the way entering the zone, Rustin into it, and momentarily unable to keep it out was Montour. Muha chips it down back into the Rustin zone. 4:50 left first period, 2-0 Knights leading the Spartans. Soft touch pass to Straczynski. Straczynski shot from atop the left wing circle, rocketed wide, and now Muha. Back to the neutral zone. Getting a hand on momentarily was Garagash. Entering the zone, Garagash slashes the stick, no call. Back behind the cage, and poke checked out by Montour. Montour has itself a rush 2-on-2. It's Garagash along the near side of the ice. Fakes the slapper. Goes to the middle slot. Wrister, rebound in that one. Looking for it was Migliozzi, and he's unable to come up with the puck, and he pinches it along the near side boards. Falls down to the ice. Garagash continues to battle for the puck with Migliozzi. Migliozzi finally gets back on his skates, chipped off the glass near the rafters and into the neutral ice, and it stayed in play. Rustin looked to dump it down, but it was poked away by Montour back to the Knight zone. Cross-ice pass behind its own blue line for Westchester Rustin, now off the near side of the ice. Straczynski makes a great play, skating backwards, looking Fakes out. Shot. He scores. Tickles the twine and pops the water bottle while he does it. Ian Straczynski with 3:47 left in the first period goes top cheese, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, just a terrific play here by Rustin. They move the puck coming up that right side, and perfect toe drag to fake out the defender and just buries it. So just a skilled play by Straczynski to make this a 3-0 game.
Taking advantage of odd man breaks. Have the Knights face off. One by Rustin again. Going back, Isel penetrating the zone. Dump back down onto the cage and smothering that and holding it for a face-off is O'Malley. 3:36 remaining first period. 3-0 the score, as Owens, Finley, and Straczynski continue to keep the lead well ahead. Puck along the near side boards. Thrown back, Isel. Isel behind his own net, goes to the far side of the ice, throws it to the middle, and now a chance, but off the skate.
Assisted by number 17, Brett Turner. Time of the goal, 3:47.
Puck along the far side of the ice now, holding it. Is Rustin intercept in the middle slot. Now a chance for Montour, but a great poke check to Phillips. Slapper, that one just goes wide on a redirect to the near side. And a stoppage in play. We have a holding call. And Montour will go back on the power play for the second time this afternoon. Jack Page, the guilty party for the Knights. $3-0 Montour, trailing Westchester Rustin. Westchester Rustin looking for its 6th consecutive Pennsylvania Cup championship in Class A. And now Montour with Felsig. Felsig with a backhand pass cross ice to Isel. Isel chips it off the far side boards to himself on the half wall, back to the point. Shot. That one rebound in the middle slot. Can't clear it. Can Rustin. Backhander kept alive at the blue line by Felsig all the way back to Garagash. Garagash sets up behind his own cage with Freilich. Freilich playing, goes back to the point. Holding the puck, going back down for Freilich. It goes behind the net. Backhander for Felsig is intercepted, and now a chance for Adams, and he's knocked off the puck. Owens. Now back along the near side of the ice. Diffendahl, backhander to Freilich. Freilich will enter the zone at the blue line. Skates towards the middle of the point. Goes across ice to Isel. Isel shot blocked. Keeps it alive to Freilich on the far side half boards. Cross ice pass. Diffendahl can't play the puck. Coming across, and now a chance for Rustin. Skating 1-on-1. The shot! Save with the mask by O'Malley on the free break by Nicholas Ferraro. Looking for a shorty, and with 1:49 left in the first period, 48 seconds on the power play, Montour takes a penalty, and we will have 4-on-4 hockey. So 0 for 2 now on the power play for Montour as Isel heads to the box for a trip.
Yeah, the officials here, as you know, Rustin's player asking for a penalty shot there, but he still got the shot off, so that's what negates that opportunity. I want to say thanks to those of you who've been watching on our social media pages. If you've been doing that, you can continue to follow the action. Just head to our website, hssn.triblive.com.
Puck just comes out on Rustin. Bickle with the puck. Bickle throws it off the boards behind the red line, and icing is the call. So that will move it back down into the Montour zone with 1:35 left in this first period. 34 seconds on the minor penalty as we have some scuffling on the near side wing circle in the Montour zone. Page will come out of the box in 34 seconds and still 1:46 on the tripping minor to Ryan Isel. Face off one by Rustin. Backhander down to the boards. Getting knocked off the puck, Straczynski, and now a chance for Montour to come free with the puck. And Garagash taken off his skates. Straczynski got the stick up into the waist area and a slashing call on Straczynski, and he'll go to the box, and we'll have 4-on-3 hockey. Garagash mouthing off to Straczynski, who believes he just made a okay defensive play. You can see he gets a couple whacks in there in the hands, and Garagash loses it.
Straczynski made fun of the call in the penalty box and just got served with an unsportsmanlike. This has been Page, who got called for that.
So 2 minutes go up on the board, and we'll have 4-on-3. And now another player for Rustin must come to the box. To serve the unsportsmanlike. 22 seconds on the initial penalty to Page. 2 minutes now fresh for Straczynski. 1:34 on the clock to the ISIL minor. As things get sorted out with 1:23 left, it's 3-0. Face off in the neutral zone, won by Montour. Garagash enters the zone, looks to go between two defenders. He's taken off his skates and dumped down by Rustin.
Time of the penalties, 1:23 of the first period. Straczynski, 2 for slashing, and a 10-minute misconduct at 1:23.
So Straczynski gets the 10-minute misconduct as well. So it was not Page who mouthed off to the official. Pass across, and Montour just unable to keep anything flowing in the offensive zone. It goes back to the neutral ice. Dancing ahead, Felsick. Wrist shot, that one blocked away, back behind the cage. All the way back to the point, Diffendahl on a 4-on-3 situation. As State now 4-on-4. Puck stolen away by Rustin, and a chance, and it was Owens creeping ahead. Owens 1-on-1, lifts the skate, snaps it in! With 33 seconds left, he got it with the old kick fake, went top bar on the blocker's side, and it's 4-0.
And again, this is breakout plays, moving the puck well up the ice in transition, and it's created all sorts of success and opportunities for Rustin, and you knew they were going to bury one on a break eventually, and that was the one.
4-on-4 goal for Owens. Restart on the draw. Face off, won by Montour. Freilich enters the zone, knocked off the puck, shipped off the near board, off the far boards. Pass down low, looking for Freilich. Rebound attempt, easy save, and then another save with the pillow and smothering the puck. It's laying in the crease. We have a battle. We have some punches being thrown behind the cage. We got a battle between Garagash and Justin Owens. Those two are using some fisticuffs. The puck was laying in the crease. Montour continued to jab at the puck as the puck was never really fully covered by Keller. It laid in the crease. Here's the initial shot. The rebound attempt using the pad. The puck is never really played, so Freilich goes down to the ice and he's jabbing away. And then punching him in the back of the head is Justin Owens. And then a battle ensues behind the cage. Getting up for Montour was Garagash, taking exception to Justin Owens throwing punches at the back of his captain's head. And now we'll have to have talk, as there's going to be more penalties handed out to Rustin, leading 4-0.
So here's the thing. If I'm a player on the ice, you play the puck until the whistle's blown dead. So without being able to potentially hear that whistle, you know, they're much closer to it than we are with headphones on in the media area. But, you know, you got to keep playing that loose puck in the crease because that's how goals are scored. So once the whistle blows it dead, then it's dead. But you've got to be able to keep pushing at that. And they're not standing in the crease. They're literally just pushing from the outside. So that's what started it. You can certainly take exception to a player coming, you know, close to your goalie, but that's what defense is for. Get in the way of the puck getting into that opportunity, and no one comes anywhere near your goaltender.
Well, Rustin just had 2 more players enter the box. 21.7 left, but they have 4 out on the ice. I didn't see a Montour player go to the penalty box, so I'm going to be confused as to why we're playing 4-on-4 hockey at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what the officials are saying.
And the officials are finally catching the fact that Rustin has 4 on the ice and finally gets somebody off. Rustin was trying to pull a fast one, get the 4-on-4, 4-on-3. Face-off chipped in, won by Montour, but dumped back quickly. Diffendahl in the neutral ice, 15 seconds left, begins his stride ahead. Crosses the blue line, taps it back to Freilich on the near side point. Sauces one to the far side half boards. Pass in front, backhand shot, that one's wide. Goes to the near side of the crease, wrap around attempt looking Garagash. There's it to the middle. Chance for a backhander and a save right at the buzzer. Lying in front, J.J. Bickle. His backhand is saved with the pillow by Joel Keller, and that does it for one period of play. The score, Westchester Rustin 4, Montour nothing. It's the 2019 Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Excella Health wants to know, how can we help you today? Can we help you find a doctor? Schedule a same-day appointment. Choose just the right service for your health concern? As your healthcare partner, Excella offers hundreds of primary care and specialty doctors, along with outpatient testing, rehab, and nationally recognized heart care, surgery, and orthopedics. To learn more, visit excellahealth.org or call 1-877-771-1234.
The new PIHL website, your source for high school hockey in Western Pennsylvania. Study the box scores, view the championship photos, and catch all the latest headlines. Learn more about your favorite team by visiting PIHLhockey.com. You can stay up to date with the latest in high school hockey through the PIHL's Twitter feed. Check out the scenes from the 2019 Penguins Cup playoffs throughout the PIHL's Instagram account. Visit PIHLhockey.com and connect with the PIHL.
4-0 after one period of play. Scoring opened at 45 seconds as Matt Owens tucked one in from Ferraro, and then at 6:38, it was Tommy Finley who scored, but with another assist from Ferraro. And at 13:13, Straczynski scores, assist to Turner, and then at 16:27, Owens on a breakaway. Currently a 4-on-3 for Montour, dumped all the way down. Garagash on the near side of the ice. Cross ice pass. Now a pass to the point. Intercepted and not out though. However, it's now 5-on-3. Pass down low. Tic-tac pass, and it's knocked off in the post. Comes off by the skate of Joel Keller with 16:38 left second period. 4-0 the score. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And a minute 17 remaining on the second power play, which would move it to a 5-on-4. Migliozzi flying across to the left wing. Face-off one. Slow moving point. Shot Diffendahl. Rebound lies in front, and nobody could come across from Montour. Isel back to Diffendahl. Diffendahl along the top of the right wing circle. Shot. That one just goes wide to the far side post. Isel makes a great play. Dumps it back down. Keeping the puck in. Montour. Cross ice pass. Rebound attempt. It lays in the crease. What's the call? No official marking, and it's a save by Keller. Twice now Montour has had a chance down on the crease. Twice. The first time, it was high on a backhand. This second time, Keller makes a miraculous save.
Well, it looked like possibly an opportunity out front to bury that one back through, but Keller has just done a tremendous job of keeping Montour off the board.
5-on-4 now as the 5-on-3 expired on that play. 16:08 left second period. 4-0 Spartan Trail. Shot by Diffendahl, saved by the left shoulder of Keller. Back to the point. Isel, slap shot, redirect that one wide to the far side post. Back along the near side boards. Diffendahl can't pinch it in, and now attempt to clear. In doing so is Rustin. Diffendahl gets checked from behind by Straczynski. Puck lays on the blue line. Isel chips, and an offsides called at 15:46 of period number 2. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Montour already 0 of 3 on the power play today. Had its first one cleanly killed by Rustin. The second one taken away on a penalty. And The 5-on-3 goes awry for Montour. So now power play number 4 has 20 seconds left as Montour pinches behind the Rustin net. Garagash along the near side boards. Back to the point. Isel. Cross ice pass along the blue line. Diffendahl. Soft slap shot taken away. Isel looking across for Diffendahl, using a high stick to clear it. Straczynski fakes the slapper. Has to allow Montour to touch it. The puck's just going to lay there, and they finally just blow the whistle. As Montour was not going to touch the puck and allow Straczynski to pull it away, and Straczynski was never going to touch the puck. And faceoff's going to come all the way back down to the Rustin zone regardless. With 15-16 left second period, Montour trails 4-0. 0-4 on the power play is Montour.
Yeah, just it's funny to see players actually just pull up and stand there looking at each other over top of the puck. I appreciate the effort.
Face-off won by Rustin in the defensive zone. Cross-ice pass, moving along the far side of the ice, is Ryan. Ryan throws one back, intercepted by Montour. Now a chance for Felsick. Felsick coming ahead. Goes to Garagash on the near side wing. Garagash enters the zone to Bickle. Bickle, he is sandwiched, knocked off the puck, and Golub knocks it back behind the cage. Over to the far side of the ice on the half wall. Intercept, backhand pass, throwing it ahead. Back to the point. Muha, his shot, knocked down. Chance in front, and Keller again sprawling the legs and making the save. And the puck comes to the near side of the ice with 14:40 left. Garagash steals. Cross-ice pass, one-timer through the wickets of Keller and wide on the near side. Rustin tries to clear, does so, back to the neutral ice. Muha throws it into his own cage off backup goalkeeper Anthony Reinholdt's mask, the freshman. So he sees his first shot of the night with 14:25 left of period number 2.
Well, survived most of these penalties. Certainly created a lot of opportunities, but to be able to have to come out of all of that with a 0 still on the scoreboard has to be frustrating to say the least for Montour.
Montour, if they get that backhander, that one power play, and that one to go, we have ourselves a completely different hockey game. It'd be 4-3 as Montour has come within inches on numerous occasions of putting one behind the netminder Keller. Freilich ahead to Isel. Isel loses an edge on the near side of the ice. Dumps it back down. Muha with the puck. Chips it off the near side boards. Re-enters the zone. Offsides play for Rustin, so allows Montour to take it to the red line and dump down. Freilich on the backhand dump. Taken by Westchester's Brett Turner. Turner steers ahead. Uses a deke to get along the near side boards. Turner full speed ahead along the left wing. Goes behind the net. Wraps around. Comes to the far side of the ice, looking for a pass to the middle of the slot, intended for Carney, is intercepted. Muha behind his own cage, backhands it. Freilich chips it towards Isel. Isel can't come through with the puck, but it turnover by Rustin, and Isel brings it across the Rustin blue line. He's checked along the boards by Matt Owens, and the puck comes all the way back to the neutral ice, backhand down, and a regroup now for the Knights. 13:08 left, second period, 4-0 your score. Here's a chance again for the Knights. Left wing wrister, that one is saved by the mask of Zachary O'Malley. Cross ice pass, holding it along the far side. Yori shot, lays in the crease, a shot and a score on the rebound. Coming up to play the rebound was David Carney with 12:50 left second period. It is 5-0 Rustin.
The opportunity here to pounce. I think Rustin doing a good job of just kind of finding each other on the ice. But certainly not much help, I think, in the front of the crease for O'Malley, as he's kind of gotten left all alone a few times to have to face whatever Rustin has to offer.
Rustin has been burying every opportunity pretty much it's had in this one. It was the one thing we brought up too, Ashley, during the pregame, that the goaltending was going to have to be much better. Now a chance for Golub. Golub, great back check by Rustin defensively, and that was Tommy Finley on the back check. Back behind the cage. Bickle looking. One-time attempt taken away and dumped back to the neutral ice. And Elsig dumps it down, and that will allow a couple players from Montour to get off the ice and change. And now Rustin holding it in its own zone. Saucer pass, knocked down, and Garagash can't keep it in. It's dumped back to the neutral zone. Stiff check, Garagash trying to come up with the puck. Great backhand from his stomach by Brian Wittes. And now an intercept for Felsig. Felsig goes to the middle of the ice to Freilich. Freilich cross, and losing an edge was Felsig. Was he tripped up? No, he was not. Eisel throws a check to Straczynski on the far side of the ice, and Straczynski answers the call. 2-on-1 now developing for the Knights. Taking and pinching across to the near side was Diffendahl, creating an errant pass to the far side boards. Back around the cage and held in by Rustin. Going behind the Montour net, Diffendahl pins the puck to the boards. He's pinned by Lucas Christie behind the net. And with 11:20 left in the second period, puck moves to the near side boards. A backhand pass to the point. Wrist shot blocked off the skate by Felsig and dumped back down. No chance. Backhand pass from Freilich. Felsig on a shot. He falls down. And now an intercept, and Rustin, a huge hit by Eisel. Eisel putting down Daniel Turner in the process. But Rustin moving ahead. Tripped up on the play was Harkins, no call, and now a chance again, going far side post on the wrist shot, didn't work, and now Freilich has a chance. Freilich, slap shot right into the glove of Keller with 10:40 left, second period. 5-0 Knights.
Well, finally a little bit of a look in transition for Montour after they've gotten beat on that a few times by Rustin, and Freilich electing the slapper there and not able to put that one past Keller, who's been fantastic here for the Knights.
Face-off one by Montour in the offensive zone. Soft wrister off the glove, rebound in front, and Keller smothers it yet again.
Yeah, for everything that's kind of broken in the favor of Rustin, it's almost like the opposite has happened for Montour. I mean, those little chip-in opportunities in the crease have been kind of sucked up by Keller, and in the Montour crease, that hasn't been the case. It's been, players there from Rustin able to kind of get to whatever they needed to and put those pucks home.
Behind the cage looking for the low slot on a redirect, and it goes all the way back to its own zones. Kasperson throws it off the far side boards, and a regroup by Rustin with Carney and back to his own zone. And Dory chops it in and dump back down. And we're going to bring this up, Ashley, before play cut a little frantic for a second, that the goaltending for Montour had to be better than it was in the playoffs, and now we'll have to see if he's able to do so again. A shot from the middle slot, and that one just goes high off the stick of Matt Owens, and Montour just hasn't got that goaltending early in this one as we've gone through about a period and a half now.
Yeah, and really, after giving up an early goal, I thought at least Montour as a team had responded well for that opening goal coming just 45 seconds into the game. But then kind of the floodgates opened, and it just hasn't been there so far for the Spartans.
Muha shot off the glove of Keller and deflected towards the back of the cage, and penetrating ahead is Brett Turner. Turner, take pass to Ferrara. Ferrara gets past one defender, backhand to forehand, and he scores. Ferraro doing it all himself after the tape-to-tape pass from Brett Turner. It is 6-0. Montour trails with 9:20 left second period, and it has fallen silent inside the RMU Island Sports Complex.
I mean, this is just a skilled play. You got to be able to take a guy with talent like that off the puck. Ferraro's moved the puck well throughout this game, gets his first on the board. But Rustin certainly no shortage of players that can stick handle, and they've just been consistent offensively from the drop in this game.
Rustin has another chance on a breakout. Dumped down from the red line.
Assisted by number 17, Brett Turner.
Going to the near side boards. Single assist goes to Turner with 7:40 of the second period. Garagash taking off the puck, but he manages to dump it back. Dumped all the way down by Rustin to the near side of the ice. Offsides play, and now onside. Getting checked along the boards and flipped up in the air was Brett Turner. Puck goes behind to Diffendahl. Diffendahl using the shoulder and then burying Justin Demyan on the play. Demyan being held down by Diffendahl, and the puck brought ahead. Freilich has a chance one-on-one along the near side. Freilich chipped off the puck, comes to the near side boards. Rustin knocks it free back to the neutral zone. Garagash cross-ice pass, and then back to Garagash. Garagash has to wait for Felsing to get onside, and now it's back to Rustin. Rustin using Alex Crook. He's knocked off the puck. Thrown across to the middle of the ice in the midst of a change. Looking for too many men was Justin Demyan. Has went off the skate of a player changing for the Knights, and Knights may have gone away with one. Golub chips it back down behind the Knights' cage. Great defensive play on the back check by Daniel Turner. And really every facet of this Rustin team has been on point. Really hasn't had the special team opportunities, but by 5-on-5, and now a chance to the middle slot. Deflected away defensively, and not only that, but the forechecking and the back checking of Rustin, really, to put it lightly, has been pristine this afternoon. And there's another example of that back check going to work for the Knights. Pass ahead, chance for Straczynski, knocked off the puck. Trailing behind and losing the puck was Christie. Back to the point. Tap pass to the middle slot. Checking, surveying the scene. A wrister is off the blocker and into the mesh behind on the shot by Wittes. And with 7:05 left second period, it is 6-0. Rustin leading Montour on the goal by Ferraro at 7:40 of the period. Ferraro's 4th point of the night, a goal and 3 assists for the senior forward from Westchester Rustin.
When Rustin gains the offensive zone and are able to settle in, they really own that zone time by moving the puck well. They're crisp passing, and unless Montour can find a way to jump in, intercept one of those passes, and take it in transition up the other way, I think it's going to continue to be, a frustrating afternoon. Is it almost afternoon?
Yeah.
2 minutes till noon here. But I think that's certainly played to Rustin's advantage, and when they, like I said, gain that offensive zone possession time, it's been difficult for Montour to take it away.
Puck kept in at the blue line, and Montour trying to keep it out. Can't do so. Felsing now a pass looking for a one-time, and an intercept by Presley Robb. Now into the zone. Felsing to Robb. Tap pass back. Migliozzi. That one goes wide of the cage on the far side.
But just like that. Earn that takeaway. Give yourself some chance to set up and find some offense.
Looking for a wraparound, the one-timer, and the chip in by Migliozzi. He tucks it in for the first Spartans goal of the afternoon. And it's 6:16 remaining of the second period. Montour finally gets one of those plays down on the crease past Keller, and it's 6-1.
It started with a play on the defensive end. Comes down into the corner. A battle for that puck. Puts it right out front. And able to cash in, Migliozzi. Something to spark a little life back into the building here.
On the ensuing face-off, though, one and a quick shot. O'Malley can't corral the puck. And coming around, getting the rebound are the Knights. Back along the near side boards all the way to the far side of the ice. Ferraro back behind the cage. Tap pass in front, looking on the near side crease. Taken away, but still held in by the Knights. Cross-ice pass to Ferraro. Ferraro backhand pass intercepted. Now here's Freilich on a 3-on-2. Stop it. Isel shot, looking for a redirected Golub, and he couldn't get the stick down. Now a chance in transition for the Knights. Wrist shot. That one just goes high and wide on the near side. On the half wall, behind the Montour cage. And into the mesh for a stoppage at 5:29. Goal goes to Migliozzi with Felsing and Robb on the assists. Robb had just 8 points all season during the regular season. Gets himself a point in the state championship game. Garagash behind his own net off the face-off draw. Pins it along the far side half boards. Back behind, intercept by Rustin. But the puck is Christie. Christie goes around and an intercept now Garagash. Sauces one for Bickle. Bickle has a chance, one-on-one. Bickle with the backhand. It's easily saved by Keller. Going down to the ice is Bickle and all the way back to the red line. Tape-to-tape pass across the ice to Casperson on the near side. He'll dump it back down. And regrouping is Jack Page along the far side boards. Off Wittes and dumped back down in the neutral zone. Straczynski goes between the legs on the backhand. And that's intercepted by Montour, but into the zone and back out to the neutral ice. Dump back down. Onside play now as Straczynski gets off from across, using the skate to keep it away. And now here comes Magliozzi again, and Felsing is there. Down on the ice is Bickle. Intercepted pass, and Straczynski taps a pass ahead to Christie. Christie along the near side, above the left wing circle. Toe drag to the net. Forehand shot, and that one goes above the crossbar. Pinched along the boards, along the goal line now, going around for a wraparound. Surveying the scene is Ferraro. Ferraro cross ice pass, looking for Christie. Taps it back to the point. Now another tap pass down to the circle and dump back down, and Magliozzi unable to retreat back in time. Icing. 4:03 left second period, and 6-1 is the score.
Reminder, if you're watching this game and want to own a copy, you can do so after the game is completed by clicking the buy button. We will put that on a flash drive, mail it to you, whatever form you want it, you can have it. Just go to hssn.triblive.com.
Freilich with a backhand swat pass, and that one enters the neutral zone. Back down behind the cage, holding it behind his own net, losing it. Freilich comes up with the steal along the half boards, now near side to the point. Juswick knocks it back down, throws it all the way over. Eisel, he goes for a backhand pass, no look, and back out of the zone as Rustin gets a stick on it. Off the board, Juswick throws it to the middle. Matt Owens sends it to the near side of the ice. Chip back along the boards, held in Ferrara. Ferrara takes a hard check from behind by Eisel head first into the glass. And Eisel is going to the penalty box. He is unhappy. And with 3:25 left in the second period, already trailing 6-1, Montour is going to allow Rustin to go on the power play. And Ferraro is down on the ice, slow moving. There's two players kneeling down right next to him. Freilich talking to the officials in the middle of the ice. The alternate captain, Wittes, comes out and talking to the officials as well. We'll see what the official call is. If this might be more than 2 minutes, as the check from Eisel came in the back of Ferraro, and he went head first into the glass. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Ferraro being helped off the ice by Matt Owens. Has a goal and 3 assists this afternoon, does Nicholas Ferraro, as he's helped to the bench, and coach is checking on him right now. Just going to be a 2-minute, but nonetheless a power play upcoming for Rustin. Scoring recap real quick. In the first period, 45 seconds in is when it all started. Matt Owens from Ferraro at 6:38. It was Tommy Finley from Ferraro. At 13:13, it was Ian Straczynski from Brett Turner. Then Owens goes unassisted on a breakaway to make it 4-0. David Carney on assists from Ferraro and Owens made it 5-0. So then 6-0 as Ferraro scored his first from Turner. And then Magliozzi from Felsing and Robb made it 6-1. And now a power play coming up for Rustin. Rustin hasn't capitalized yet on a power play. Rustin had a chance to have a power play, however, really got taken away as a scrum ensued, and that led to just more Rustin penalties. 3:25. We're hearing it was a 2 and a 10 on that penalty on the check by Eisel. Now pass to Magliozzi on the rush on the penalty kill. Uses the body, but easily stripped away by Jack Page. Stops behind his net, and with 3:10 left begins the offensive rush on the power play. Minute 40 remains on the power play. Owens enters the zone. Owens going behind. Backhand pass, shot. That one goes wide, far side post. Owens can't hold the puck. Skate held up along the boards and back out by Montour, but just ever so slightly into the neutral ice. Straczynski on the near side. Drops a backhand pass. No look, is intercepted. Now Felsing with Garagash. Garagash stops, hesitates, throws a shot. That one blocked down. It went off the skate of Felsing behind the net. And now here comes the Knights on a 4-on-3. Using his speed, Owens, coast to coast. Wrister, that one just goes high above the crossbar. Stopped at the half boards, kicked over, and a dump down by Montour. It's Freilich on the dump with 2:20 left, 54 seconds remaining on the cross-check minor and misconduct. Backhand pass, Owens enters the zone. Owens takes a shot, puts it right into Garagash's chest, and dumped back down again by Montour. So the penalty kill, holding serve, 2 minutes left on the minor and 35 seconds left on the power play. 6-1 Knights in the middle of the zone, faking past one defenseman, going along the left wing circle. Wrister saved by the pad and kicked out, and back to the point. Turner dumps it off the near side boards, throwing a pass across. It was intercepted. It was Eithoven on the pass, and now Bickle short-handed, shot off the shoulder, rebound, and not able to get his stick down was Garagash. Back behind the cage, Garagash wraparound save, Keller rebound in front. Garagash gets his stick lifted, and now Garagash going at it with two different Knights. Puck all the way on the near side, on the opposite side of the zone as Garagash puts down Straczynski. Now the puck comes to the near side. Straczynski talking to the official. Entering the zone is Montour. It's tripped up on the play. And now a rotation 2-on-1 for the Knights. Across, backhand to forehand, drop pass, backhand, and that one just goes through the crease to the near side, wide by Harkins. Back to the neutral zone, dumped in. Montour has the puck. Power plays over on the kill by Montour. And not paying attention is Montour, and they are getting caught up in a change. Backhand pass to the low slot is intercepted. Back ahead, and now Freilich has it on the rebound. Kick out all the way to the neutral ice. Freilich drops it for Garagash. Chipped by Garagash. He takes a whack at his teammate. Felsing falls to the floor on a trip. No call. Puck comes off the near side, and they finally do raise the hand for the call on the trip. And Montour will now go to the power play yet again. With 27.9 seconds left in the second period, it is 6-1, and another chance for Montour on the power play, but the power play has not been friendly to Montour in this one as the tripping minor goes to Daniel Turner.
Well, while we're stopped, I'd have to credit the defensive play of Ethan Diffendahl, who has kind of parked himself in front of O'Malley for what seems like at least the last minute or so. It was definitely longer than your average shift.
Shot by Garagash goes high and wide to the near side. Felsing still holds it at the point. Cross to Muha. Muha with the puck. Dances along the blue line. Back to Felsing. Tap pass to Garagash on the left wing circle. Garagash rotates at the point with Muha. Down low to the half wall, near side. Felsing in front of the crease looking for Magliozzi, and that one goes back behind the net. Freilich, tap pass. Looking Felsing, trying to throw it off. Keller, rebound in front through the crease, and that does it for 2 periods of play in the Class A Pennsylvania State Championship game. The score through 2 periods of play. It is Westchester Rustin 6. It is Montour 1. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have your first half scoring recap and more. It's the 2019 Pennsylvania State Championship Class A here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Dan's Transmission, specializing in transmission maintenance and repair on any make and all models. Engine and differential rebuilding, inspections, emissions, towing, tire, and brake repairs. All transmission rebuilds are guaranteed at 24 months and 24,000 miles, or at 3 years and 100,000 miles. 62 years of experience. They honor all aftermarket warranties. Stan's Transmission is open Monday through Saturday, located in North Versailles. Stan's Transmission. We're with you every mile.
With Z-Bart, it's us or rust since 1959. Z-Shield paint protection, Z-Gloss paint coating, Aquapel rain repellent, auto detailing, window tinting, rust protection, truck accessories, remote starters, and auto glass replacement. Z-Bart, located in McKeesport, is there for all matters of protecting the look and accessories to your vehicle. Learn more about the products at zbart.com, spelled ZIEBART.com.
What can you expect at Seton Hill University?
An opportunity to transform the future.
A leader in innovative and mobile technology.
A personalized education tailored to your interests and your goals.
A welcoming community.
A big step up to your dream career.
As a nationally recognized Catholic liberal arts university, Seton Hill pushes your education, your abilities, and your career to a higher level. Seton Hill University. This way up for progress, possibility, and a brighter future.
Excella Health wants to know, how can we help you today? Can we help you find a doctor? Schedule a same-day appointment. Choose just the right service for your health concern? As your healthcare partner, Excella offers hundreds of primary care and specialty doctors, along with outpatient testing, rehab, and nationally recognized heart care, surgery, and orthopedics. To learn more, visit excellahealth.org or call 1-877-771-1234.
Quality roofing and quality siding. That's JP Roofing and Metal Buildings. With a 10-year manufacturer's labor warranty, they do residential and commercial buildings. Financing is available with no interest or no payments for 18 months. Serving East Pittsburgh, the South Hills of Pittsburgh, and Westmoreland County, JP Roofing and Metal Buildings is open 24 hours or visit them online at jproofingandmetalbuildings.com. JP Roofing is quality long remembered, always at a fair price, and with 35 years of experience. JP Roofing and Metal Buildings is quality roofing done right the first time.
Back on the Trib Live High School Sports Network intermission. The score is 6-1. Westchester Rustin leading Montour. Sean Sputo alongside Ashley Chase on the call for this one. And it started early, and it happened often for Westchester Rustin, especially in the first period and early second period. And let's go over our scoring recap here.
Well, hot start for Rustin indeed. Matt Owens here just 45 seconds into the game takes this feed off the backhand across the pads and puts it home to make it 1-0 Rustin. They keep it up, 6:38 into the first. Tommy Finley snipes a shot over the shoulder of O'Malley. Beats that glove for the goal. Then Ian Straczynski, just a phenomenal individual effort, skates up right side, dangles past a defender and puts one home. The fourth goal, the second of the game by Matt Owens here on the breakaway, puts it home to make it 4-0 at the end of the first. Second period, Westchester Rustin keeps it up. David Carney here chipping in front of the crease. Nicholas Ferraro comes up with another one 3.5 minutes later, drags through the crease, pokes it home before Montour able to get on the board. Anthony Migliozzi cashes in on the doorstep to make it a 6-1 game.
In that first two periods of play, Nicholas Ferraro, a goal and 4 assists for Rustin, and he has surely been the player of the game so far for the Knights. And Matt Owens are right there along with him. He's got 2 goals and an assist as well. Turner has added himself in 2 assists on the evening. Finley, of course, with the point, and really it's been the big 3 for Westchester Rustin, and Owens and Ferraro along with Turner, and you can even throw Straczynski in there, because Straczynski not only can get it done on the offensive end, but he has made Montour make some silly mistakes in terms of just being what is a good thing in hockey is then that's a pest out on the ice.
Yeah, every team needs one of those, and I think Straczynski's been that way so far for the Knights. And think that's played to their advantage, certainly, to be able to have that good, that gritty back and forth between guys. I'd say Dustin Garagash is probably a guy that's, likes to do that for Montour, and it creates offensively as well. So certainly a good back and forth with those guys throughout this game. And, that's kept it interesting when at times, the score would not project that it was. So that good back and forth. And I don't think I can go without saying that, Joel Keller, goalkeeper for the Knights, has been fantastic for them as well. Montour actually outshooting Rustin 22-19 through 2 periods, and has outshot Rustin in each of those periods. So, I can't say enough about what I think Keller's done to really rob Montour of some clutch opportunities that would make this a much closer game on the scoreboard than it certainly appears. So, I think, we mentioned a few times, I think Rustin really just winning the goalie matchup battle here. It's been a tough day for O'Malley and goal for Montour. But certainly at the other end, Keller kind of putting on a little bit of a show-stopping performance. And, it even on the goal that Montour scored, I think Leozzi gets that goal, but it's thanks to, 3 and 4 efforts on that puck around the net, to finally pull Keller out of position. And, you wonder, would something like shot fakes be effective for Montour? Are you going to be able to, drag through the crease and, create those opportunities where you can maybe pull a guy off the puck? It worked for Rustin. They did it. Tommy Finley did it on his goal, the second goal of the game. So just one of those things that try to take advantage of what you can do in those little situations to try to get your team closer to that 6-goal margin and the 5-goal lead that they're going to have to work to erase.
Well, we mentioned, too, during the broadcast that Montour's goaltending was going to have to be much better than it was during the PIHL playoffs, and allowing 5 goals to Thomas Jefferson, including what was a Thomas Jefferson comeback at one point, and Montour's offense finally capitalized late in that game to even send it to overtime. Montour was on the brink of elimination early and about to go home in the semifinals before the offense was able to bury one and get them into overtime and ultimately win the game. And then, again, another fantastic offensive showing, putting up 6 goals in the championship game. And then, again, though, allowing 3 goals. And it has been a problem area this year. And you look at the numbers of O'Malley, 3.2 goal against average and only an .864 save percentage. But the offense has been what has gotten Montour to this point. It's just Rustin's defense and its back-checking and forechecking have been exceptional throughout this whole game.
And I think that's what you can kind of pull away. Take the lopsided score thus far off the board, because we've certainly seen bigger deficits erased. But I think if you look at some of the small components of the game, the teams have done a good job with each other in certain ways. But certainly I think more of the odd man rush situations have gone in the favor of Rustin. And the ones that have actually worked for Montour, where they've been able to get up the ice quickly and try to create those opportunities, Keller's been there to shut the door for the Knights, and I think that's certainly the difference in this contest so far.
Before we send it to break, let's get your thoughts, Ashley, on some adjustments that Montour needs to make, and what does Rustin need to do to just kind of solidify this one, as if a 5-goal lead with 17 minutes left in this game isn't something that's already going to, kind of makes it already a tall task to begin with.
Well, I think for Montour, there are options to be creative and options to keep it simple. I think the things that you need to get back to in this one are just fundamental defense, playing the game at a real simple thought process of what can I do to come between the opponent and the back of our net. I think that should be the focus defensively for Montour. And I know that sounds very simple, but getting in those passing lanes, keeping a stick on the ice, trying to disrupt the creation of offense for Rustin is something Montour absolutely needs to do, because they can't allow another goal. I think for Montour offensively, they do some creative things well, but sometimes just keeping it simple, again, lift the puck. Look at an opportunity to get the goalie a little off balance, because he's been dominating this game so far, and they haven't found a way to get past him, outside of finally a kind of a third attempt, little chip in front of the net. And that's what has to really happen for Montour to be able to come back in this one. They have to do something to get Keller off balance. So if you're Rustin, obviously you're in a pretty great position, but staying consistent, staying out of the penalty box, keeping 5 guys on the ice, doing the little smart hockey things to keep Montour from coming back.
Through 2 periods of play in the Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship, the score, Westchester Rustin 6, Montour 1. We'll send you to break and come back for the 3rd period. Again, it's the 2019 Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
What can you expect at Seton Hill University?
An opportunity to transform the future.
A leader in innovative and mobile technology.
A personalized education tailored to your interests and your goals.
A welcoming community.
A big step up to your dream career.
As a nationally recognized Catholic liberal arts university, Seton Hill pushes your education, your abilities, and your career to a higher level. Seton Hill University. This way up for progress, possibility, and a brighter future.
Casey's Carpet can handle any of your flooring needs. Family owned and operated for 28 years, Casey's Carpet has the experience you're looking for. Carpet installs, luxury vinyl, ceramic tile, stone, porcelain tile, and hardwood. Award-winning flooring and install from Casey's Carpet. Open Monday through Saturday. Visit Casey's Carpet in North Versailles or caseyscarpet.com.
Excella Health wants to know, how can we help you today? Can we help you find a doctor? Schedule a same-day appointment. Choose just the right service for your health concern? As your healthcare partner, Excella offers hundreds of primary care and specialty doctors, along with outpatient testing, rehab, and nationally recognized heart care, surgery, and orthopedics. To learn more, visit excellahealth.org or call 1-877-771-1234.
Your complete door experience starts here with Slack Garage Door. Steel garage doors offer safety, durability, energy efficiency, and low maintenance. Slack Garage Door is a full-service garage door company providing garage door service and repair since 1951. Slack Garage Door offers a 5-year labor warranty and are good for residential, commercial, or industrial. Slack Garage Door is open Monday through Friday and on the web at slackgaragedoor.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me, on and off the court. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, why I play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo.
The 2019 Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship, brought to you by the Trib Live High School Sports Network, our video stream, as Westchester Rustin leads the IHL champion Montour 6-1 through 2 periods of play. It has been pretty much all Rustin, and the one thing you look back on over these first 2 periods are the number of chances Montour just wasn't able to complete down low on the crease. A backhander with an open net that went high over the crossbar. Another one that laid in the crease. They just weren't able to poke it in. A redirect that just went wide. 3 opportunities as you, from what could be a 6-4 game to where we stand now at 6-1.
Yeah, I think just like you said, missed opportunities, chances to be able to chip into this lead that just haven't gone. So Montour can clean up and cash in on some of those. Different game, and we'll see what they can do. I think the opening maybe 3-4 minutes of this period, I don't know if teams will need to settle back in or not, but I think, in this opening maybe 5 minutes, got to see something different out of Montour to be able to chip in and chip away at this lead. And what better way to start it than on a power play? If they can come out and get a power play goal with 1:32 left in the man advantage here for Montour, maybe a little different ball game.
despite the score at 6-1, Zachary O'Malley will stay in the cage for Montour. O'Malley is a senior. This is his last game as a Montour Spartan. Mason Skeeth and Anthony Reinhold all saw time this year for Montour, but sticking with O'Malley on the penalty kill as well to start this third period. Pass up the near side. Garagash breaking in. On the power play is Montour. They have the penalty up on the side as 1:10 left on the power play and 16:37 remaining in the period. Diffendahl with the puck. Cross ice pass to Magliozzi, and that's dropped back. Muha can't play the puck and retreats in his own zone. Cross ice pass to Diffendahl on the near side boards. Dumped down to the far side of the ice. Back around. Holding it is Garagash along the boards. Poked off to Freilich. Freilich, his pass intercepted. Trying to sauce it down was Page and didn't even barely get it to the center of the ice. Diffendahl, slap shot. That one just goes high over the cage. All the way over to the far side boards where Straczynski dumps it into the neutral ice. Diffendahl back with 25 seconds remaining on the power play. 15:52 left third period. Spartans trail by 5, 6-1. Freilich. He's pinned to the boards. Gets a cross-ice pass, though, to Garagash. Garagash enters the zone. Garagash, wrister from the right wing circle. It goes wide. But it's Freilich playing the puck and then dropping it back to Diffendahl. Diffendahl, slap shot. That goes wide. Penalty on the play. Goes off Straczynski. Straczynski throws the glove in the puck. And now we have another battle ensuing. Referee down on the ice, pinning a Rustin player down. As we have more scuffling. It was Garagash and Straczynski yet again that started what has ensued. The official fell down on top of a Rustin player then as two more Spartans and Knights got into it. As there's the play. Down with Straczynski. He took a hard check. Puck came over, touched him, and then coming over, Garagash gave him a face of snow, and then throwing a stiff check was Tommy Finley. And Finley is coming off the ice. Cross check is going to be the call. Straczynski chucked the puck and threw his glove in the process after the puck came rolling to him after he was checked. And with 15:31 left, 4 seconds left on the Montour power play. Looks like we'll have coincidental minors. So we will stay at 5-on-4. They do put a penalty up on the board, though, for Rustin. They're checking on the near side of the ice. They have the penalty up on the board. Rustin, again, has 4 players on the ice, and now they finally are kicking one off the ice. So 5-on-3 for Montour, 0-5 on the power play. 4 seconds remain on the power play that carried over the period. Shot off the face-off, and it's into the goal. Off the face-off, Montour gets a power play goal. It is 6-2. You mentioned they needed something to work. Why not just shoot it right off the face-off?
Well, when the same old play isn't working, try something new. And certainly that is exactly what happened. Montour face-off win shot right to the back of the net. And they're going to have a power play that continues on here for almost 2 minutes.
Garagash off the face-off. Now jawing with Owens at the red line as the official keeps checking over. 6-2 is the score. Can Montour get the offense rolling? Face-off, won by Owens, drop back. Turner dumps it in. 1:55 left on the power play. 15:25 left in the period. To Freilich. Freilich to Diffendahl. Diffendahl drops back. Diffendahl throws off the near side boards. Errant pass. Felsen can't come up with it. Now it lays at the blue line, and Rustin still can't dump it down. Freilich taps it to Migliozzi. Back to Felsing. Felsing taps it all the way over to Garagash. Garagash on the half boards. Throws it back to the point and goes through Felsing's feet. And now a breakaway chance. Owens out of nowhere. Snapshot. It's saved and held down by O'Malley. It goes behind the cage and cleared out by Montour, where Rustin dumps it back down.
O'Malley with the save he's needed all game and prevents a hat trick to boot.
Garagash enters the zone, but quickly taken away as Matt Owens throws it ahead, the captain. Pass back to Garagash in the neutral ice. Goes off the mask of Magliozzi and dumped all the way down. 54 seconds left on the power play. 14:22 left in the period. Shot by Garagash. That one went off and came wide. Now back to the point. Going with a backhand pass is Felsing. All the way down to the half boards, Garagash. Garagash, cross-ice pass for Magliozzi. Intercepted, and now Owens on a 1-on-2. Gets past one defender. Owens with a chance. Snapshot. He scores. He goes to the far post. Beats the blocker side of O'Malley. And the hat trick for the captain. It's 7-2 on the shorty.
Well, had the save he needed the previous time down, and this time Owens would not be denied. Just puts that one past O'Malley to extend the lead back to 5.
Short-handed goal for the captain, Matt Owens. He has a hat trick. What would be his final game as a Knight? Face off all the way down. Dumped into the zone. Diffendahl back behind O'Malley. Stops the puck and sends it to the near side. Diffendahl will pinch it on the near side boards. Unassisted goal for Owens. Both goals in this period, one by Montour, one by Chester Rustin, both unassisted. It's Gollum entering the zone. He's poked off the puck. Rustin comes ahead with Page. Page sends it the length of the ice. And to play back is Diffendahl. Throws it up into the neutral zone, using the skate to hold it at the blue line before getting knocked off the puck. For Rustin was Carney, all the way to the far side half boards. Rob playing defense and sent back behind to Yori. Yori throws a backhand pass ahead to Straczynski. Gets past one defender. Can't get past the second as Bickle came on the back check. Dumped down by Gollum. All the way to the near side, going back Yori. Yori stops behind his own cage, sees Straczynski on the near side half wall, and the pass errant. Freilich dumps it down towards the net. On the far side of the cage now, and spinning towards the near side is Jack Page. Jake dumped down into the neutral ice at the Montour red line. Now a chance. Getting through and being knocked down on the play was Justin Owens. Justin Owens came flying through the zone. Ball's down. Garagash comes over and takes a check from Owens. And now back into the neutral zone. Garagash has to wait to get onside. Garagash does. Goes to the left wing circle. Power moves behind the cage. There's a backhander to the low slot off the side of the net. And intercepted by Einthoven. Einthoven enters the zone. He's checked hard by Garagash, and it goes all the way on a turnaround by Montour to the far side. Magliozzi spins past a check. Goes back behind the net. Juswick throws it off the near side boards. Intercepted. Einthoven. Einthoven loses the puck. Head comes Magliozzi. Chipped offensively by Rustin. It was Daniel Turner who could not possess it completely, and John Harkins goes back behind his own cage. Cross-ice pass to the near side. Goes wide all the way back down towards the cage. O'Malley waves off the icing using the tape of the stick. And with 11:40 left, Montour begins a rush ahead, trailing 7-2. Felsing to Bickle. Bickle's shot goes wide, far side. Wrap around attempt. Puck laying in the crease. Bounces all the way back out and all the way to the blue line and out of the zone. Juswick retreats and a backhand pass to Felsing. Felsing. Quick snap pass ahead. And Diffendahl and Golub collide, and Diffendahl gets punished into the boards by Matt Owens. Puck comes back out to DePhillip. Into Phillip. Sauces one down, and Montour gets back on side with 11 minutes left in the third period. Up the near side boards, Felsing with it. Cross-ice pass to Phillip. At the blue line, throws a soft wrist shot, and that one steered away by the stick. And great defensive play by Golub to pin Rustin up against the boards and keep the puck in play. Felsing behind the net. Felsing throws it off the near side boards to Diffendahl. Diffendahl, a little snapshot that goes on a redirect towards the net. Save by Keller. Then another redirect, and Keller using the blocker to flip it over the cage. Now to the far side, another redirect chance for Golub in front. He's tied up, and now Golub uses his body. Throws it back to Diffendahl. Backhand pass to Bickle. Bickle throws a soft wrister. That one just goes past the stick of Golub, looking for the one-time redirect again. Now back in front. Golub in the low slot. He scores! Golub finally found a chance in front of the net with 10:09 left. Golub tucks it in, and it's 7-3.
Well, it's a cliche in hockey for a reason. Put the puck on the net, and good things can happen, and certainly what happened there. Karam comes back out. Golub buries it in the slot. Terrific opportunity there. Montour cuts it back to 4.
Felsing got him the puck in front from behind the crease, from behind the cage. 7-3, 10 minutes left. Montour looking for an intercept, and now a chance ahead for Wittes. Wittes across, dancing around. Straczynski, shot just goes wide to the far side. Now a wrister towards the cage. O'Malley stops it and then pushes it out. Inside the zone now. Montour, another chance. Backhander. Keller makes the save.
This puck actually goes into the leg pad of Keller. To fish it out.
Great rush by Preston Muha.
Yeah, it goes left side, backhander towards the net. Not a bad idea. Time it right, and
off the face-off, Garagash's stick gets broken by Straczynski. Throws his hands up in awe, and now a pass over to the near side. Freilich will come to receive the puck. Dumps it back behind his own cage. Nobody there as Muha was starting to rush ahead with the forwards from the defense position, and now he's nearly knocked off the puck. Gets it to Garagash. Garagash finds himself a new stick, and he's taken down in the neutral ice. Dumped down. 9 minutes left. Third period. 7-3 is your score. Freilich using the skate. It's tapped away, and then Rustin just dumps it back down again. Diffendahl with the puck. Diffendahl. 3-line pass goes all the way down. Getting a stick on that, deflecting it to wave off the icing were the Knights. And it comes all the way back down to Diffendahl in front of his own blue line. Goes tape to tape for Muha. He can't corral it. And again, a dump as Garagash holds at Owens against the boards. Now Owens and Freilich get into it, and Garagash getting into it as well. And now a whistle stops play with 8:28 left. And Owens was kind of just hovering over the door of Montour's bench, and penalty is called, and it is Aiden Kavanaugh who is going to the box.
I believe he was on the bench, and is what is drawing this penalty. I don't know if he's kind of participating in the...
I wonder if he threw a shot at Owens.
From the bench. Believe that's what happened, and one of the Montour assistants, I think, kindly letting the official know, hey, that started with the hack in the face-off circle. And that's what drew that whole issue over to the bench.
Backhander on the power play goes high and wide. 0 for 1 on the power play is Rustin. Now we have another scrum down in the middle slot, and this one is bringing out everything. Diffendahl trying to grab a player, and now he gives a face wash. We had a battle ensuing. The keeper, O'Malley, is all the way out. Continuing to scrum, Straczynski and a much smaller player, Straczynski, is battling with Migliozzi. They want to go for it. And this was all a battle down low. Diffendahl finally gets up off the ice. Straczynski and Magliozzi just finally want to get this thing going. As we continue to get some face washes, Diffendahl is just grabbing the face mask of the captain, Owens. And Owens just standing there clapping. He was just letting him grab him by the face mask. Now continuing, O'Malley, he's pulling a player out back. Magliozzi and Straczynski have been mouthing off for a good 30 seconds.
Feels like minutes.
Gloves never drop. Coming off the ice is Lucas Christie. Another Montour player goes to the box. Diffendahl mouthing off to Christie. From the goal crease. Straczynski flips a Montour stick all the way down to its own zone.
You should just be dealing out on sportsmanlikes at this point. It's not hockey. They don't have control of this game.
The referees never took a chance to bring either coaches aside when it started getting more and more physical around the late first period, early second, when Rustin really blew the doors off this game. And the officials never really called both captains over and said, knock it off. They just kind of just continued to let them play and play. We've had numerous instances of jousting, punches thrown, face washing. I get it's the last game of the year. It's not really going to affect anything in terms of, suspensions down the line. And really, for the younger players, it very well could carry over into next season if they are suspended due to unsportsmanlike. And I get you don't want to do that and have a team lose, say, a key sophomore for a junior class or a junior that's going to be a senior for 10 games potentially next year. But the officials never did anything in this game to really gather control, and this is why it has succumbed to what it has. And it has been the continuous same three parties really on each side of the ice.
Yeah, and it hasn't stopped. It's carried now into the third period. You had a chance at the intermission break. Both coaches come back to the bench, talk to them, talk to your team before you head into the locker room, and make it clear that this isn't okay. But instead, it continues. Somebody's going to get hurt. You have a life to play after high school hockey, regardless of what class you're in. You don't want a senior going out and do something stupid that's going to prevent maybe their academic opportunities from continuing. Kids got to go to college. So it's just, it's a little late in the game to decide to be smart about what we're going to say to captains, what we're going to say to coaches. All preventable. This conversation happens much earlier because this is about the fourth or fifth scrum that's broken out, where we've had officials even laying on the ice, having to separate players. You got a goalie come out of the crease to participate. You got a kid playing, doing something off the bench to draw an unsportsmanlike while not even on the ice. So it's out of hand. They've chosen not to do much about it until this point, other than serve, a couple of unsportsmanlike penalties, which clearly hasn't sent any message.
Really, just tucking them in the penalty box isn't going to do much.
No.
And we still have ourselves a handshake line at the end of this game. So your best case, really, at this point, if you're the officials, if there are 10-minute misconducts, if you're kicking anyone out of the game, get them out of the penalty box right now. Send them to the locker room. Make sure somebody's there in front of the locker rooms to hold serve if, because tempers can flare. You can find the other locker room easy here at Neville Island. So, what we have numerous players filling the penalty boxes. I'm seeing at least two Knights down in the penalty box to our left.
I think two Spartans.
To our right, there's 2 or 3 Spartans in the penalty box. With 8:09 left in. Now, the captain, Freilich, for Montour is out around the circle with head official Batico, and all 3 captains for Rustin are out around the circle. And one non-captain is kind of floating around trying to listen to the conversation, Jack Page.
And now we've got Straczynski out of the box, skating over to his own bench.
And I get it. State championship game. You want to win it, and your team goes down 5-0. Montour really has, brought the physicality level, and I don't think Westchester Rustin has appreciated the way that Montour has brought that physicality with the way that things have gone. And with that, Rustin has taken exception, and just taken exception in a way you don't want to see, as that lasted much longer than it really needed to. And during that whole sequence, there was one official really pulling someone off. another official had skated over towards the bench, and we have 4 officials in this game. And really, the whole sequence that was the problem that really I saw during that whole thing is Agliazzi and Straczynski were going at it for over a minute and a half, and no one ever came to them while they went at it.
Well, they finally have escorted a pair of Montour players from the penalty box. I think there's one still in there, but Diffendahl and Muha have been told to head to the locker room. Can't see who's still in the box for Montour.
And if
there's a minimum of 2 players for Rustin still in their box.
That takes 2 of your defense away from
both
Montour.
Straczynski and Christie both in the box for Rustin. Actually, a pair of players for Montour is still in the box.
Still a power play, though, for Rustin. Face-off is chipped in and kept by the Knights on the face-off win. Up the near side of the ice, it's Harkins. Harkins throws it up the boards. Going behind is Ferraro. Ferraro, he's wrapped up. He's taken down. Penalty coming. And this one is going on Eisel. And Eisel drew a 2 and a 10 on a cross-check to Ferraro earlier. And now he is called for a hooking call. And Ferraro again down on the ice. Eisel not happy with it.
I'm pretty sure the PA announcer here is going to be reading penalties until the end of the game. With under 8 minutes to play, it's also still a 4-goal game. This isn't an unreachable mark. There's not going to be anybody left to score any goals if this keeps happening. But it isn't. We're not looking at 8-1 right now.
Montour.
And Montour's had 2 goals in this period.
Montour is down to 12 skaters.
Any momentum gained by scoring a pair of goals has thus been erased by penalties that could have been gotten under control much sooner.
Garagash on the penalty kill. Started moving forward, retreats back and dumps it. That's knocked down by Owens. Owens throws it into the zone. Felsing was there to knock him off the stick. Dumping it away and back out into the neutral ice. Owens, tape-to-tape pass. Brett Turner. Turner's pass is intercepted. Garagash uses the skate. Can't get past the defense, though. Ahead comes Owens. Owens will enter the zone. Owens, snapshot, saved by O'Malley from the butterfly position with 7:10 left in the period. 43 seconds until it goes to 5-on-4 and a minute and 20 total until we can get to 5-on-5.
Got a Rustin player that's now headed to the locker room. I think they were waiting to make sure Montour's players were clear before they sent off other players from Rustin who had been finished for the game.
Rustin wins the offensive zone face-off on the power play. 5-on-3. Montour with Freilich and Migliozzi doing a great job. Now a pass across, looking for the one-timer was Turner, crossing it to Harkins. Harkins dumps it back behind the cage. Gagliardi behind the net. Gagliardi along the far half wall. Dances to the half boards. Now throws it up. Turner. Snapshot. Redirect. And that one off the skate of Freilich, and he's limping now. He's still down low. He blocks another shot. Turnaround shot off the rebound through Freilich. And back to the near side, Harkins.
Freilich 3 blocks so far on this power play for Rustin.
Kavanaugh out of the box. 5-on-4. 33 seconds. Freilich throws it off Kavanaugh. It stays in the zone. Gagliardi's backhand. It's taken away, and finally Garagash clears. 6:10 left third period. 20 seconds left on the power play.
Terrific work on this kill so far by the Spartans.
Trailing 7-3 in the Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship. Breaking through pressure is Gagliardi. 7 seconds left on the power play. Goes around to the point. Tape-to-tape pass. 1 second left on the power play. Shot! Off the post. Did he tuck it in? He did! That's going to go down as a power play goal on the shot by Jack Page. Tucking it in the near side post. It's 8-3 with 5:48 left here in the third period.
Yeah, I think this goes off the post and maybe off the back of O'Malley here. Puck movement good throughout this power play so far, and I think that's exactly what happened. Off the post and in. Pushes that lead back to 5 goals here for Rustin.
Now, checking with the penalty box is Austin Schultenbrand comes out.
I think he was maybe an extra player that had been in off of somebody else's misconduct or something.
8-3 the score. Third period. Pass down. Thrown to the near side. Garrigash tries to redirect it. Stolen away. Entering the zone, Aaron King for Rustin. Stolen away. Great defensive play, though. And then a poke away. Backhand to forehand, and just missing that was King. King had it roll off the stick. Now back in front. Juswick throws it off to Bickle. Bickle can't clear it out. Rustin dumps it down. Tommy Finley has played great defensively tonight for the Knights. 5:10 left, third period. 8-3 score. Coming free with the puck into the slot. Shot. Score! On the goal, it's Alex Crook. And Isel going after Crook after the goal. The pass came from John Harkins. 9-3.
I mean, it's been what's working for Rustin this whole game, and really there's not much that hasn't been, but crisp passes, players in proper position, and just consistently putting the puck out of the reach of O'Malley.
Crook from Harkins makes it 9-3. Dumped all the way down behind the Montour cage is Rustin. Let's put the exclamation point in this one. Felsing throws a check and then throws another check on Harkins. Back behind the cage, Gagliardi trying to play the puck. Thrown back behind the net. Willem Einthoven throws it ahead, intercepted. Now here's Freilich. Freilich entering the zone across the blue line. Snap wrister. That one's blocked away and staring back around. Behind the net, looking in front for Felsing, and that one's poked away by Einthoven. Back in front of the crease. Moving is Justin Owens. Throws it off the near sideboards. Tapping it. Entering the neutral ice. Still moving is Harkins, and Harkins throws a slash at Felsing. Puck off the far sideboard. Settled down by Jack Page. Jack Page dumps this one in with 4 minutes left in the third period. And changing out is Rustin. Back to the neutral ice. Can't stop that one. Can Bickle, and all the way down for an icing with 3:52 left third period. 9-3. Westchester Rustin is on the verge of a 6th straight Class A Pennsylvania Cup championship.
Pretty impressive streak.
Had 3 unassisted goals this period, and now we're slowing things down even more as they're standing in front of the Montour penalty box with 3:52 left. Now head official coming over to the scores table. 3:52 left, 9-3 is the score. They're playing full strength hockey right now. Face off. Won by Montour but intercepted by Rustin. Crook. Pass down low into the middle slot, taken away. And now sent back down. As the Crook goal has been announced. Back down for Montour. Thrown off the near side glass. Isel lets it go down. All the way dumped down, and an icing called with 3.5 minutes left here, third period. Rustin 9, Montour 3. And now Montour will get an offensive zone face-off, but playing short some skaters after some misconducts were handed out and multiple players sent back into the locker rooms. And for the Westchester Rustin player, he'll get to come out and celebrate with his team on what could very well be a sixth straight championship as Isel retreats back on the back check to play the puck and steers it all the way to the neutral ice. Dumped down, but blocked at the blue line by Turner, and he dumps it behind the Montour cage. Now a steal behind the net. Shot, and a goal again. Crook crept to the front of the crease on the backhand pass by Justin Demian, and it is 10-3.
I think I'd like to see Mason Skeeth in goal if possible for Montour. He's also a senior. Might as well give a kid a shot to play. Final 3 minutes of this one as the 10-3 mark is reached here in this game.
Crook from Demian at least on this goal at 13:53. Dumped down all the way around the boards to the near side, backhanded away. Puck up ahead, off the stick of Harkins. Demian gets the only assist on the play, now a backhander. And offsides is called on Westchester Rustin. The score 10-3. 2:43 remaining. And that will do it, in fact, for O'Malley. O'Malley comes off with 2:43 left. And the other senior, Mason Skeeth, comes in goal for Montour for the final 2:43 in this one.
Reminder that both the Class 2A and 3A state championship games will be broadcast here on Trib Live as well. The Trib, hssn.triblive.com. We'll have both of those games coming up for you. Downington East and Pine Richland, as well as LaSalle and North Allegheny to close out the high school hockey season here in Pennsylvania.
Pass across, that one errant in the middle slot, and Montour can't chip it out. Now a pass down low, Chance Gagliardi, shot, save, Skeeth, rebound, score. On the rebound, coming up to tuck it in, John Harkins. Harkins makes it 11-3 with 1:56 left. Gagliardi had himself a chance down low. Skeeth came up big with the save, but again, rebound control just hasn't been there for Montour. And it is 11-3. Silent inside the RMU Island Sports Complex.
Well, we'll have trophies to hand out here before too long. And a reminder, you can purchase a copy of this broadcast if you head to the link following the conclusion of this game. Takes a little time, but the buy button will appear. You'll be able to purchase a copy of this game. We'll get it mailed out to you, and you can hang on to this one forever.
Here's Crook. Crook throws a soft wrister. That one blocked down. Another chance in front.
And by number 48, Willem Eidenhoven. Time for the goal, 1:56 of the third period. Harkins from Gagliardi and Eidenhoven at 1.
Back down, a shot from Montour goes right on to Keller. 1:09 left. As you mentioned, coming up, Ashley, on the network, Downingtown East versus Pine Richland, Class 2A. Kyle Dawson and Jim Equals will have the call for that one, and then the final of the three games, you mentioned LaSalle College, North Allegheny, Bob Orquist, Kevin Zilmansky will have the call, and in this one we have 60 seconds left. Montour bringing the puck around with Isel. He drops it down to the far side. Freilich gives chase. All the way around to the near side. Tapped into the neutral zone. Owens throws one on the cage, and it's just paddled away by Skeeth. Garagash throws it off the boards with 40 seconds left. Westchester Rustin just drops back towards its own cage. Throws it up the near side, Owens. Owens holding serve, pass down and around. Ferraro. And it looks like Westchester Rustin is content with where things are right now as they are just playing pitch and catch around its own goal back behind the net. Off the boards, 15 seconds left. Ferraro says, why not? Let's take it ahead one last time. Owens drops it with the glove, throws a shot from the blue line over the right shoulder of Skeeth behind the net. And for the 6th consecutive season, the Westchester Rustin Knights are your Class A Pennsylvania Cup champions. The senior class goes a perfect 4 for 4.
Yeah, certainly went in impressive fashion today. Put one on early and kept it rolling throughout.
As for Montour, season comes to a close. The year comes to a close, losing 2 games all year. First loss came late in the regular season to Meadville 9-6. And now today 11-3. And that was the opposite of what the script really was for Montour during the season. Montour was used to decimating opponents. 10-2, 10-0, 17 goals Montour scored once this year, but in the championship, it's this team you're watching on your screen right now, Westchester Rustin, the Knights, that really brought its complete A game to win 11-3. With that, we'll take you to break. As we go through handshakes, we'll come back and have our final scoring recap. It's the 2019 Class A Pennsylvania Cup Championship here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If debt and bankruptcy is something you're dealing with, Dennis Spira Law Office is here for you. Bankruptcy experts, consumer credit, and debt experts, helping people get a fresh start. Stop foreclosure or repossession, end or reduce credit card debts, or resolve tax problems. Dennis Spira Law Office is open Monday through Friday. Information to reach them can be found on DennisSpira.com. That's Dennis, SPYRA.com. Dennis Spira Law Office, a professional approach to debt solutions. You don't have to live in fear of creditors.
Hungry? Fill up your belly. Come to Charlie's Philly Steaks and try the pepperoni steak sandwich. And while you're at it, why not add a delicious cheese and bacon gourmet fry? Visit Charlie's in the food court. Open until 9 p.m.
If you want to do your part for a healthy environment and recycling, then consider Environmental Coordination Services and Recycling. ECS&R assists with recycling health and safety for commercial, residential, and academic sectors. This includes consulting for hazardous waste management, environmental health and safety training, industrial cleaning, and chemical and electronic recycling. They serve Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, and West Virginia. There's a ton of great information about using their environmental services and knowledge at ecsr.net.
Back on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, Montour has come off the ice, and for the 6th time in 6 years, Westchester Rustin is about to raise the Class A Pennsylvania Cup. Let's go over our scoring recap, why don't we? Ashley has that one for you.
Well, plenty of scoring to talk about, and we'll start things off 45 seconds into the game. Matt Owens from Nicholas Ferraro makes it a 1-0 Rustin lead. 6:38 into the contest. Tommy Finley picks it up far side of the crease and goes high, top shelf from Ferraro once again to make it 2-0. Ian Straczynski breaks up the ice, dangles, fires, pops the water bottle to make it a 3-0 Rustin game. Then Matt Owens gets his second of the afternoon, putting one past O'Malley to make it 4-0 after one. 5-0 thanks to David Carney putting one in on the doorstep for Rustin. Nicholas Ferraro finally breaks into the goal sheet after dishing 3 of the first 4 goals. Make it 6-0. Montour finally gets on the board. It's Anthony Migliozzi who makes it a 6-1 game. Montour's Dustin Garagash opens the third a minute and a half in with a power play snipe from the face-off. Then Matt Owens goes shorthanded for the hat trick to make it 7-2 Rustin. Thomas Golub out in front takes the feed from the back behind the cage and puts it home to make it a 7-3 game, but they would get no closer then within 4, as Westchester would score the last 4 goals of the game to come away with the state championship and the win.
As captain Matt Owens raises the trophy. As we still got some more goals showing you here. They were just on point, everything. There's the rebound for the last goal, and there they are. The 2019 Class A Pennsylvania Cup champions, the Westchester Rustin Knights, for the 6th consecutive year. 3 consecutive senior classes have gone coast to coast, winning state championships. And those seniors include David Carney, Brett Turner, and Nicholas Ferraro, Brian Wittes, Willem Einthoven, Ian Straczynski, Lucas Christie, Logan Gagliardi, and Matt Owens, the captain, who was the MVP of this game. And our 3 stars, brought to you by Trib Live High School Sports Network. It has to go to Matt Owens. Hat trick and an assist on this one. Second star, Nicholas Ferraro, a goal and 4 assists for Nicholas Ferraro. And the third star, give Montour one, Felsing, 2 assists on the night. It could go either way, really. If you want to give it to Felsing, if you want to give it to Golub or Magliozzi or one of those guys, but throwing in a Montour in there, and there they are one last time, your 2019 Pennsylvania Cup champions. And as they are on the ice, showing the 6, because that's how many it's been in a row for the Knights. Again, we would like to thank all of you who have tuned in this afternoon to watch this Class A championship game for the Pennsylvania Cup. For our entire crew here at the Trib Live High School Sports Network, I would like to thank all of them for the hard work they put in during this game. Also, I would like to thank my broadcast partner, Ashley Chase. I'm Sean Saputo. For the last time in Class A this year, the final score, Westchester Rustin 11, Montour 3. Coming up next, Downingtown East and Pine Richland. Join Kyle Dawson and Jim Equals for the call. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a fantastic